Welcome to Gardening with Daddy Pete. I'm Melvin York, and we're here to answer maybe some of your planting questions about vegetables, annuals, shrubs, fruiting trees, fruiting bushes, just whatever that you may be into, we would like to help you with. At Daddy Pete Farms, we've been doing organic soils over 30 years, and we would love you to participate in this podcast. You'll be able to go to our website, daddypetes.com, and there will be a place for you to send in your questions. We will try to answer them as we go. I know that we have a lot of new gardeners. Vegetables seems to be the hot item right now. Fruit, bushes, fruit trees, and let's don't forget the all-loving strawberry plants. So as we go through, maybe we can help you decide which variety, when to plant, how to plant, when to harvest, and again, what seeds to save. We have come across in the last few years, seeds are getting harder and harder to get, and yes, you can save your seeds. We're going to talk about which ones to save, which ones not to, and how long you can save those seeds. Some seeds have a longevity up to 5, 6, some of them even 8 years. So we want to make sure that you know that when you're saving your seeds. Also, we want to teach you about the hardiness zones that we have for our plants here in North Carolina and the Piedmont that we're in right here. We're very lucky when it comes to vegetables. We can actually grow 3 crops. Some plants, if you're on more into the mountains, it'll cut down into 2 crops. Some in the coast, maybe even longer than the 3. You just keep growing on. So you have cool weather or cold weather crops. We have spring, we have summer, and then we have what we call fall crops. We want to make you aware of all of the plantings that you can do, how to take care of your either garden, row garden, your in-ground beds, raised beds, and yes, you can plant in containers, and now they even have grow bags. So for those that doesn't have a lot of space in their yard, maybe just a patio, you can use containers or grow bags, and we're going to talk all about that. We want you to go through and look while you're on the web page at our different soils and varieties. You can pick those up at your independent garden center. Again, that website is daddypetes.com. That's daddypetes with an S.com. And again, you'll have a place to ask your questions. Send those in. We do want those. We're going to talk about soil pH. There's a difference. Blueberries, on one hand, takes a different pH than an apple tree. Takes a different pH than, let's say, a peach tree. So we want to make sure that you get the right soil, plant them in the right area of your home, and also plant them at the right time. Varieties are one thing that we'll talk about. There's different varieties for different areas. Again, we're in the Piedmont. We get we get to have more varieties, I would say, than what you would find at the coast where it's hotter and the mountains where it's colder. So we want to talk about those. Proper tools. You're going to need a few tools to do this with. And we want to make sure that you don't buy excessive, but that you do have what you need. And then another question I get a lot is on lawns. Lawns is a biggie. There's a way to take care of your lawns where you can keep it healthy all year round. So again, I'm Melvin York, and this is Gardening with Daddy Pete. I would really like to hear from some of you guys with your questions, whatever it may be, whether it's on tools, whether it's on vegetables, annuals, perennials, if it's on herbs, your fruiting bushes. People, a lot of people now are planting peanuts. They're growing their own peanuts, sweet potatoes. These are the things that we're going to be talking about when it comes from day to day. So if you would, join us every day and for our podcast. And please take a chance, if you get one, just to go by on our website, daddypetes.com. Look at our different products. read about us. We've been hanging around since 1907. We're a dairy farm. We do our own composting. I think you'll find it very interesting. So again, we hope that this will be very helpful to you. And probably what we'll start out with the next time will be planting tomatoes, because people have had success and not success. And with so many new gardeners out there, the last thing we want for you is to have a bad year and get discouraged and not plant again next year. I know that some of the questions that's coming up and asked me, where does our food come from if we don't grow it? That's a good question. We want to make sure that our families get the safest, the best tasting, and the abundance of food that we can get. Right now, vegetables are very expensive, especially good quality vegetables. So that's something we want to look at too. So thanks for your time today. And I would certainly appreciate if you'll go to our website, www.daddypete's.com. Look at our products again. I know I've said that 10 times right now, but I think you'll find it very interesting. And we do need your questions. And that way we will be hopefully addressing the issues at hand. Again, thank you for listening. This is Gardening with Daddy Pete.